Hey guys, it's me Gio, and I'm here to show you how it is that I cover up the redness on my skin. I don't know if you guys know this, but sometimes my skin tends to flare up either because I have rosacea, broken capillaries, or my skin's just sensitive. I've been to the doctor a few times, and well, I've been to two different doctors, and one of them told me I have rosacea, and the other one told me, no, you don't have rosacea, you just have broken capillaries. I don't know what it is, but I know that sometimes my skin does tend to flare up and it gets really red and it's really not cute, at least in my opinion. So this is the routine that I do when my skin needs a little bit more coverage because of the redness. So I don't do this every day. So if you're interested to see how I got my skin to look this way, just make sure to keep on watching. Also make sure to subscribe if you like this video and to check me out on Twitter and my Tumblr and my email address. You can also check that out. Like emailing me or something. I'll make sure to link that stuff in the bottom bar. Same thing with the list of all the products that I use. So I hope you guys like this video and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye bye. So as you can see, my skin is pretty blotchy. The camera doesn't really even pick up how red it is right now, but most of the redness is focused on my chin and on my cheeks and a little bit on my forehead, not that much though. So the first thing that I'm going to do to cover up my redness is make sure that I put a primer all over my face just so that my makeup will last longer and the redness doesn't peek throughout the day. And the one I'm using is the Hard Candy Sheer Envy Primer. And it says here it's a skin perfecting primer that, fills and pores, whatever all those primers say. And I just had a little dollop and I made sure to start off in the middle of my face and then spread it out because around here is where the redness shows more on my skin. So now it's time to cover up any redness. So before I put on my foundation, I like to go ahead and use a green concealer to cover up the redness. You can use any kind of green concealer that you want. The one I'm using is by Physicians Formula. I've never had it for a while, so the name's kind of rubbed off, but from what I can read, it's the Gentle Cover Concealer. And has nail polish on it. That's disgusting. But I got this a while ago at Walmart. I think it was around $5 or $6. As you can see, I guess I have used up a bit, but I've had it for a long time. And you don't really need that much to cover up. And it also doesn't look cakey once you put on your foundation. So I really like it. I know there's a bunch of green primers out there, but I've never tried those out. But if you want to try those out, if you think that concealing might be too much for you, you can go ahead and use that. But I like using the concealer. So I'm going to start off by just making triangle shapes right underneath my eyes, on my cheeks, upside down triangles, a line down my nose, and a little bit on my forehead, and a little bit on my chin. Then I use a cheap $1 brush from e.l.f. and this is the foundation brush, but it's really, really thin. So I just like using that to spread out the green concealer. Sometimes I'll do the sides of my nose if it's pretty bad, like today's kind of bad. The reason that you want to use green is because green is on the opposite side of the color wheel. It's opposite to red, so that means that green cancels out redness. Makes sense, right? After that's all done, I just go ahead and put on my foundation. The one I'm using is a little bit heavier than I've ever used before, and it's the Revlon Photo Ready foundation, and I'm in the shade number 2 Vanilla. And it says here it's a full coverage concealer and it's oil free, so it's pretty good if you have sensitive skin. Also because it's fragrance free, but the oil free should be good for those who have acne. I don't have acne, but I like this concealer. Foundation hasn't broken me out at all, so I would definitely suggest it. And I just use one pump. And I've been using this e.l.f. powder brush for months now, for like 8 months. And I think I'm going to have to switch for something else because it's falling apart. It's not as dense as it used to be. And I just pull out hairs and hairs after hair. Let me see if you can see that one right there. Little hair right there. And it just gets on my face sometimes. So I'm thinking about buying some Sigma brushes just because everyone seems to like those. And they're more affordable compared to, let's say, MAC brushes. So I think I'm going to buy the Mr. Bunny kit. The vegan one. So if you guys like Sigma brushes, make sure to leave me a comment down below tell me if you suggest it or not. I would really like that. So okay, now I put the foundation all over the brush and I just like to stipple it all over my face at first. And I also like to get my eyes because I have some darkness on my lids that I like to cover up so that my face looks even. As you can see, I just go round and round around my eyes. And then after it's stippled all over my face, I just go ahead and start spreading it out and buffing in the foundation. And then I grab whatever's left in my hand and kind of like spread it down my neck. Now that that's all on, I go ahead and put on my concealer. The one I've been using is the Hard Candy Glamour Flash Concealer. I've been using this forever, and I just dropped it. I've been using this forever, and this tube is never going to end, I think. It's freaking awesome. I just grabbed this much, and that's enough for my eyes. So I guess this doesn't have to do with redness, but I figured I would show you this. I just cover my eyes, and I'm just like patting it on and spreading it with my fingers. Not like going like this, and then bringing it down to cover up the redness a little bit more. And it also kind of brightens up your face. And then if there's anything left in the finger, you can just put it on the lids. Then, if I need to, like today I need to a little bit, I'll put just a tiny bit, like that much, on my nose. See how freaking awesome this stuff is? And I'll just cover up my nose. So then after that's done, I'm just going to go ahead and powder my face. I just use this, the Rimmel London Stay Matte powder, and I'm in the shade Transparent. It's basically a translucent powder in a pressed powder formulation, and I just use another powder brush by e.l.f. That's what I've been using right now lately. And I just like patting it on and not using too much, because if I do, it'll just look like a hot mess. And I don't like buffing it in too much in the middle, because I just feel like it'll just look kind of cakey. So that's pretty much it. I'm just going to go ahead and finish my makeup, and I'll be right back. So now I'm back, and I am done with this whole thing that's going on in my face. And that's pretty much it. I hope you guys find this video helpful, and if you try it out, please let me know. Nothing makes me happier, well, except like food. One of the things that makes me really happy is knowing that you guys tried out one of my tutorials. So if you do, please let me know. That will really brighten up my day, my week, my month, my year. It will just make me happy. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll talk to you guys later, and have a great day / night / afternoon. Bye.